You need to be 99.5% on uncontested layups. Go back. Baseline. There's no defense and you smoking it. It's only one way to make up for not that skill. Run hard as hell. Full court sprint. Go, sprint. I'm telling you, man, this whole super swag demeanor, for what? Stop it. Full court sprint down the back. Go, sprint. Off your pass. You'll get a hard V cut. Make that pass. He's going to drive. You'll be here on your catch. Your shot fake swing all the way to the block to a bank. Good, good. Shot fake swing. Good. Better. Let's go. 1. We need 20.
I understand what you mean by that on another level, I think. So like, when you say prepare, some classes is boring. Some teachers are boring. Some things you're not interested in, but you gotta do it. So then how do you go to the table in that situation like, man, this to go? Because I would say keep the 3.5, but then figure out what's the barrier for the 4.0. Can I do the work? Can I really put this work in to go from a 3.5 to a 4.0? And then you gotta have a determination and the willpower to just be too stubborn to not do it.
You wouldn't say none of this stuff about basketball is what I'm saying. So, and he looked at you, said, I'm looking at you. What's stopping you? Is what he just said. What's stopping you from being good at basketball? Nothing. Who can stop me in basketball? Nothing. He said, what's stopping you in academics? Well, you know, once you get to that point where I can give myself consequence for not achieving something that I put out for me, oh man, now I'm working on self-management. You feel me? Now I'm working on self-accountability, and group accountability is great. But once it gets in the inside and I'm holding myself accountable, come on, now we roll. If you decide that you're gonna do something, everybody around you gonna try to deter you from that. That's what the game is.
So with that 4-3, what inspired you, and what did you have to defocus on to maintain that 4-3, being an athlete? Because I know being an athlete, which you was, all the women and everything is all around your head, and you trying to maintain a 4-3. So explain to them, man, what did you do to do that?
If I'm around somebody and they set a goal, and I saw they could do it, oh well, it's possible. I don't go around thinking I'm better than you, but I don't think like, you know, he might have me. I don't think like that. And that's why I was saying you wouldn't say that in basketball, because I know how competitive you are. I'm saying don't lose that in no area of life, because that's how I stay consistent. I don't just work hard in basketball. If I'm a hard worker, that's a character trait. We got school, I'm gonna work hard in school. We got cleaning up, I'm gonna work hard in cleaning up. We got a foot race, I'm gonna work hard in a foot race. So if I think about my sport as a resource, then I understand I have to maintain this resource. When you understand it's a resource, you understand, okay, I'm using this to do something. A lot of times what Uncle Buddy said is like, hey man, if you played a sport, you could get anything you wanted back in the day. That was the resource for change. That was the resource I can use to get some change for my family back then. That could have been the resource I'm using this. Why? Because we gonna make it here, then we gonna get some money, then we gonna be able to live different. We ain't gotta live the same no more. If I told you that I wanted to feed 4,000 people, I might then go and figure out what resources I need to fulfill this goal. Once I set my goal, then I decide what resources I need, right? I had a goal to stop my hunger. That's the goal, right? I had a goal to stop my hunger. I said, okay, man, I got a goal to stop my hunger. Now I got some money. I can use this resource to go exchange for something that I want to do. It all starts with the motivation.
I played ball football against Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, and Magic Johnson, and all those guys in AAU back in the days. I was shot twice in the head with a .38 pistol. I was blind for 3 days. They said if I live, I'll be in the wheelchair for the rest of my life. I know 2 that made it to the NBA, but they couldn't even read. So this is how it was back then. As long as you could hoop, you can get everything under the sun. But the moral to that story is that God had something different that he wanted me to do, because he knew if I made it there, I wasn't going to do right by my money. One of the worst things that you ever want to see is being nervous come January, because you don't know if you're going to be eligible to play on the next season. The game ain't nothing if you got to concentrate on something else.
Take it away.
But if your academics is great, man, I can hit this layup, I can shoot that shot, I can get a rebound without any care or any worry in the world. Back then, it was a little easier. If you was a basketball player, you didn't have to really have academics like you do today. So the worst thing you want to do is make it when you can't, your academics stop you from going anywhere.
The kind of grind you can't get up off. Said this the kind of grind you can't get up off. Said this the kind of grind you can't get up off. Said this the kind of grind you can't get up off. Get up off, been looking for something. Mama told me, son, we know your grind ain't for nothing. She know I got the mind of a hustler.